Well, hello guys. Hello everybody. Stock Karen here. It's Un Poco Mas live. Danny Deals along with Hurricane Lopez and the aforementioned Stock Karen. Just want to talk to you guys, of course, about the SoFi stock, ticker symbol SOFI. Um, SoFi is down 24 cents on the day at $2, 2.76% decline, excuse me. Toper time check is 10:47 a.m. That's 13 minutes until the top of the hour, 17 minutes past the bottom of the hour on June 29, 2023. So we have, a little over 2 hours left in our trading day. Um, Guys, the SoFi FUD machine, you can see it out there. It's in full swing, guys. We know if you've done the math, the Supreme Court decision on student loan forgiveness does not really have that much effect on SoFi's bottom line. Um, Nice. No, not 109,000 shares of SoFi. Jeez. Like $1 million worth of stock. Good for you, brother or sister. Um, in any case, guys, SoFi down almost 3% on the day. Yeah, you are. I think so. I just started streaming. I don't announce my streams or anything. Just kind of do these to, hey, what's up, Harry Toe? Just kind of do these streams like randomly. Had a few minutes before I go to lunch. So I was just noticing kind of what's going on here, guys. Happens every time. Um, Guys, if you look at the 5 day, for instance, you can see that since bottoming out there after, the stock fell off a cliff with that last downgrade to five. It wasn't even a downgrade, it was an initiation from a, third rate hack baloney head who doesn't even cover the stock, guys. He's never covered SoFi. SoFi's been a publicly traded company for like 2 years. That firm's not even a real analyst house. Like these guys are trash. Like, and Wedbush is becoming trash. But as far as like today's deal, you can see basically there's this clear momentum. And then you look at the options, guys. We looked at this yesterday. I mean, there were these massive amounts of options printing at 850 and 9. There was like I think 60,000 calls at 9, and the analyst, media, market maker, cabal of FUD spreading, rally killing, short filleting turds are just not going to let retail make money on these short term options. So I think what when the market makers owned a lot of those options, I think yesterday they dumped them on retail's head, and then they enlist, of course, none other than our buddy Reginald Smith over at J.P. Morgan, who loves SoFi FUD. They're bearish SoFi. They have been bearish SoFi for a long time. So old Reginald Smith with JP Morgan just came out and reiterated his hold at $6, guys. The FUD machine, I mean, you can kind of, excuse Piper Sandler, Oppenheimer, and Bank of America. I can kind of understand their calls. The simultaneous nature of the timing was complete bullshit, but that's the way that goes, guys. But when you take a look at Compass Point, Giuliano Bologna head, this is a rally killing call timed intentionally. He initiated coverage. Basically completely out of nowhere just because the stock, was in the news and doing well. They wanted to kill a rally. Well, Reginald Smith, I just saw the story in Barron's. I mean, already Barron's has this like long story out about JP Morgan's call and about how, student loans coming back aren't going to help SoFi. And by the way, they said it's an inefficient allocation of capital to refinance student loans anyway. They're like the personal loans make a lot higher interest rates, so you'd be doing the personal loans. But when they're doing the personal loans, they complain about them doing the personal loans because the personal loans are too risky and they're all going to default and SoFi is going to go bankrupt. So if student loans come back, the FUD spreading machine says they shouldn't be allocating capital to student loans. And by the way, it's not a $200 billion opportunity. It's a $90 billion opportunity. Now Barron's, of course, does not check any of this math because, LaPointe just came out and explained exactly why it is at least a $200 billion opportunity. But granted, the Fed, has said they may raise two more times this year, so that certainly creates another level of FUD. But Reginald Smith, his six, I think he's been at six for some time. But if you take a look at this turd's track record, he's horrible. I mean, he works for J.P. Morgan. You think, oh, he's got to be good. He's got to know his stuff. No, he's horrible, guys. They don't. They're not analysts. They're not analyzing stocks based on fundamentals. They're responding to price action, and they're responding to where market makers want the stock to go. When are we going to wake up, guys? These analysts are here for a reason, which is to transfer money from retail investors to market makers, unsophisticated retail investors to market makers. Look at the options, guys. Look at what the numbers were yesterday. 66,000 calls, up like 120% on the day. What do, guys? You slam the door, and you do it with a third-rate hack, Reginald Smith. And everybody can talk about whatever they want to talk about with, oh, these rankings don't mean anything. Guys, this is back-tested data based upon their own calls and the timing of those calls and the real world price action subsequently. So Reginald Smith is over, he's 6,100 out of 8,500 Wall Street analysts. So he's in the bottom third. And his success rate is 43%, 12 out of 28 transactions made a profit. His average return per transaction is 2.1%. Copying Reginald Smith's trades and holding each position 1 year would result in 42.8% of your transactions generating a profit with an average return of minus 2%. And you can see, guys, I mean, 50% of his ratings, he's got 58 ratings, and 50% of them are a hold. Only 1% are a sell. It makes no sense, guys. This guy's ratings make no sense. And it's proven with the math when you look back at his calls that he is dog shit, guys. He's a turd. And this is the SoFi rally killing FUD spreading machine that, Oppenheimer's like, well, the stock's just getting too hot. Like, I feel that it's my responsibility to kill this rally. Like, I've never seen anything like this from respected analysts, guys. I mean, I would expect this from, like, Wedbush and BTIG and, some of these Roth. I mean, Roth is usually pumping, but some of these guys, they're turds. But JP Morgan, I mean, they're a direct competition to SoFi, guys, as is Bank of America, as are, some of these other ratings houses. I mean, you look at the one, Goldman Sachs, I mean, SoFi's been cleaning their clock. Morgan Stanley, absolutely stagnant dog shit company. Guys, they have to kill SoFi. They have to kill SoFi. Yeah, I am honest, guys. You can say my opinions are wrong. You can say whatever, but I am bullish the stock. I'm long the stock. I'm not, short long. I'm not pumping to dump. None of that stuff, guys. I believe this is a great company which is going to have a massive long-term success despite every effort being made by market makers and competitors to kill the stock. Guys, JP Morgan has been pretty successful of late, but they're not growing deposits like SoFi. They're not growing their customer base like SoFi. And JP Morgan, they're a good company, good American bank, but they're a legacy bank. They have huge legacy costs, and they're not going to be able to generate the margins over the long haul that SoFi is going to be able to generate. And you see, guys, SoFi was like the 200th largest bank by deposits and 120th largest bank. And then, my favorite, the stock goat, Kyle, the stock goat on YouTube, just did a video. They're like up to 80 something. One of the fastest growing banks in the country, guys. Let's see if anybody is here with us. No, not very active. Welcome. No, not very active on the comments. So you had 10 million so far. That's confidence. Yeah. I learned, yeah, I mean, if you have $1 million in SoFi, you must have a net worth, through the roof. I don't know why you're gracing us with your presence, but welcome, welcome, and hello, and welcome. Okay, selling margin, Danny Deals on the sky, SoFi ripping back up. Hello, Anthony Walker. Hello, welcome. As Larry King said, hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome and hello. Caller, it's my ninth ex wife on the phone. She wants money. Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome and hello, hello. It's Larry King. I'm 98 years old. I've been married 12 times. I'm still smoking cigarettes. Hello. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I went into my Larry King. I have it all in SoFi. Nice. Yeah, I have a lot of my money in SoFi too. Not all of it. I'm not insane. But anyway, yeah, no, not you got a huge set on you. If you're a man, if you're a woman, you got a huge set on you anyway. It's proverbial, guys. I'm not talking about real biological testicles. I'm talking about intestinal fortitude. I'm talking about the strength to put all your money in SoFi and sleep like a baby at night. That's what I'm talking about. What does it take to sell real estate, guys? Brass balls. Glengarry Glen Ross, one of the best shows ever made about sales, sales culture, just the human condition. A great film. If you haven't seen Glengarry Glen Ross, go back and watch it. You know, just people at their best. Jack Lemmon, Ed Harris, Kevin Spacey. What's his name? Alec Baldwin. I mean, this is like a tour de force, guys. I digress. Yeah, brains. Yeah, totally, man. Well, the best combination is if you got balls and brains, but most of us aren't that blessed. We're lucky if we have one. But any case, guys, maybe you got none. Maybe you got nothing going on. Maybe you were born under a bad sign. Maybe if it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have no luck at all. Maybe it's always raining on you. Maybe a storm cloud follows you around like Linus or something. Um, well, if you're not insane, I am. Be the Air Force is here, guys. Stand down, guys. We have air support. Set to ludicrous speed. I'll be there in a minute to hear your triple. Thanks, man. Yeah, kick it in. I'm gonna give you permission to buzz the tower. I'm gonna give you permission to make a sonic boom and terrify a major American city. Whatever you have to do to get that aircraft on the ground and get to my live stream. I think it's worth the risks because this information is something you just can't do without. I feel like a movie star. Yeah, guys. I'm big stuff here, guys. I got a couple hundred subs on YouTube and you know, 3 nickels to rub together. So I have arrived, guys, and you can bask in my glow and feel the I'm not a D-list celebrity. I'm like a Z-list celebrity. I think at least half a dozen people know who I am, and almost all of them are related to me. So that's amazing. Um, Guys, who do we have in here? We got about 30 people in here. Very few likes. None of you turds ever subscribe. Like 12% of my people subscribe because I don't ask you to, guys, and I don't care, and I don't want you to because I don't want to make my living selling you garbage on Patreon and affiliate links and pumping garbage crypto like Stock Mo and Meet Kevin and just selling you a bunch of garbage and trying to buy stuff on your money and trick you and pump stocks and then tell you to sell them in my Discord because I'm a big fat asshole. Guys, that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm just buying stocks. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Um, I don't expect to ever make any money from YouTube, but it's kind of enjoyable talking to you psychos and turds. So, um, it's certainly better than doing my actual real work, which I should be doing right now. But anyway, guys, let's see what the SoFi stock is doing. Made a little run to try to pop back up. It's like a total vertical, like pump and dump back to 875. Pushed back down there, so still down 20 cents. Guys, I expect the stock to move back up here in the last 2 hours of trading. This was not an organic move. If you look at when the stock just dumped hard, it was exactly 11 a.m. Do you think everybody just, set their smartphone timer, set their Apple Watch for 11 a.m. and just put in their schedule? Kill the SoFi stock. Sell all my SoFi shares. Oh my God, the Supreme Court could rule. Like, guys, WTF? WTF? That's what I want to ask you guys. Nobody just sets their watch and just sells all their SoFi stock at 11 a.m., guys. It's algos, it's computers. They trade the stock. They're killing the rally. They put up the turd phone. They said, get me JP Morgan. I need this turd, Reginald Smith, the 1-star analyst, absolute D-bag. And remember when he was hosting Noto at the JP Morgan, one of those conferences they do? He was, he had he was absolutely like sounding, but and I know that's their job as hosts. They're not going to like confront the CEO, but they were sounding very, very bullish. Like they were going through the numbers. There was none of this stuff about, hey, your numbers don't add up. He could have talked, he could have confronted. Noto's completely prepared to defend his numbers. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Noto and Lapointe know the numbers better than any of these clowns, these turds, these halfwits, these two-bit hacks, these professional FUD slinging short seller tools who just say, oh, it's getting a little bit too hot. Up, we don't want options to print today. We wanted options to print yesterday. Yesterday, we're going to pump the stock. We're going to, publish the truest reiteration and buy. We're going to publish Jeffries because these guys are honest 5-star analysts. Guys, 5-star analysts. 5-star analysts. Back tested data. Truest. Okay? Jeffries actually upgraded. They didn't just reiterate. They were at $8, guys. I know this because I look at this stuff and memorize it like a freaking psycho. They were at $8, so they increased their price target $1.60. Guys, that's a 20% increase in the price target. You think that's going to be reported by one of the top analysts in the country? Look at the difference here, guys. Reginald Smith with JP Morgan, okay? He's number 6,093 out of 8,500 analysts. Okay, but he's all over the media today. Barron's. John Hecht from Jeffries, who just raised his price target 20%, he's number 224 out of 8,500. Dude, do you want the 6,000th ranked analyst or a guy in the top 3% of all the analysts? Guys, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Give you a foam latte? Go lose 5 pounds immediately. Stick yourself with my pen. How dare you? Mugatu would be ashamed of you. In any case, guys, I'm not going to kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia. I don't know karate. I don't even like house music, guys. I do like the song Relax. It's a good song, but it's not going to trigger me to do any type of backflips and kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia. And I do not involve myself with child sweatshop labor in garment manufacture. Even though that can be very profitable, I just won't do it. Zoolander's a good film. What is this, a center for ants? It's got to be at least twice this size. Like there's just some gold in there where he's cleaning the coal mine dust off with the individual like makeup wipes. I mean, there's just some brilliant stuff in that film. The gas pump fight, it's good stuff. But anyway, guys, I digress. Mr. Selknose, he's a fan. Thank you, sir. Dimitri Jeet. Brains and balls. Hey, glad to see you, Dimitri. You're always a supporter. Really appreciate you, buddy. No, not. He's still here. Like to dream. SoFi hitting 12. Yeah, we all do. We're gonna be rich as hell, man. Take a nice vacation. Buy an island. I ran across your channel a few days ago and subscribed. Thanks, Mrs. Cookies51. Appreciate that. Chris, I think we all have both. Yeah, we all have both. It's just a question of how well they work and how they're coordinated and if we can control them. Yeah, we all got the parts, Chris. There's no at least us men. We all got the parts. It's just a question of, what do we do with them? Do they control us? Do we control them? Do we think with that big head or that little, I don't want to get too graphic, guys. This is a family program. PG. So, Roy, just a bunch of consolidation hurts nobody. Yeah, Roy, I agree with you. I'm not by no means like panicking here today. There's nothing, I think, of course, I said, guys, whatever the Supreme Court rules, they can use it for FUD. I mean, you can spin this stuff any way you want. You can get JP Morgan and trot out this Reginald Duscher to say that the student loans coming back are not good for SoFi. Of course, everyone started shorting the stock and killing the stock when student loans got suspended. So now they're just playing this idiotic, hypocritical game where they're like, well, student loans coming back is not really that good. And by the way, student loan refi isn't that good. And he made the point. He's like, well, at least it brings in customers for a low cost that they can get on the wheel and start cross-selling. He's like, that's good. But they're saying like, student loans themselves, the refis are not that good because it's not an effective, efficient allocation of your capital. You'd be much better putting that capital into personal loans because, you get a much higher net interest income on personal loans. But if they put that into personal loans, then they'd criticize them for making risky personal loans that are going to default at an alarming rate and send all of the SoFi executives to a bread line and all of us jumping out of our window. But if we're on the first floor, we're just going to cut ourselves and scratch ourselves and look foolish. And all of our, people in the adjacent office are going to be like, why the fat guy just dive through a window? Is he okay? I'm like, okay. I thought we were on a higher floor. Sorry, guys. Looks like I have to plod through another day of SoFi FUD, and I'll do that, guys. No, I'm not really going to jump out a window, guys. If my stock goes down 19%, it would take at least a 5% gain to send me smashing through the plate glass window and possibly spraining an ankle with a devastating 3-foot drop to the planter below. And plus, I would probably hurt the beautiful, dying, dead, horrible weeds and flowers outside my palatial faux office park here in the beautiful Los Angeles area. Guys, this is getting a little bit. Thanks, brother Roy. Let's take a step back and congratulate Danny Deals. Praise me, Roy. I think you're right on the money. I like Roy. I haven't seen him in a little while, guys. Haven't been doing live streams, just trying to do videos. Been very, very busy. Work, family, all that happy stuff. By the way, I want to send a shout out to my princess, baby. How are you? You're probably not watching this live stream because you are far too intelligent and beautiful and have too much good sense to waste your time watching me. You have to listen to me all the time anyway, so I'm sure you're not here. But if you are, I love you. Mr. Cookies, bye. Love it. Hurts nobody, guys. Sorry if I missed any of your comments here. I was ranting and raving like a lunatic as usual. Yeah, I'm growing faster, guys. There's, like I said, there's a huge ETF that's just short Danny Deals. They short all my stocks. Those guys have been banking for a couple years, huge returns. I think it's returning like a 14,000% annualized rate, that short Danny Deals ETF. But we're gonna hurt them, guys. We're gonna be the comeback kids like ARK. We're going to learn our lessons and we're going to just pick better stocks like SoFi, solid stocks with great management, growth, good numbers, upcoming profits, diversification, all of those things. It's just going to be amazing, guys. I don't really know what else I'm talking about here, guys. Let's take a look at the daily where it's still down 22 cents, looking to make a little bit of a move up off of this 860 level. Again, popped up to 875. Guys, I said time after time after time, the stock's going to consolidate between $8.13 and $8.91. And once it consolidates for a short period of time, the buyers and sellers shake each other out. Shorts decide what they want to do, get their PUDs in a row, get their little circle jerk Mexican standoff deal they do going. And then the stock's going to go back up and it's going to pass that previous high we made there at $10.20 or whatever it is. And it's going to get up. And by the time we make a net profit, guys, which I think could be Q3 and will not definitely, I can't predict the future, but in my mind, very, very likely in Q4 at the latest, SoFi will make a net profit. I think by that time we'll approach my target price of $13.75. Is that wishful thinking? I don't know. Probably. But in any case, guys, my thinking is very, very wishful. It looks like the internet just went out. I don't know what the hell happened, if that was just Ortex or the entire internet. But looks like I'm still here. I don't know if I'm still here. I don't know if anybody can still hear me. Let's see, guys. I don't know. I can't show you the short interest because Ortex is turding me. They might just be down. But I can show you the short interest basically on... yeah, short interest is showing 13% on Seeking Alpha. I like the short interest, the live short interest, a lot more on Vortex, but just not sure why the app isn't working right now. Probably just some sort of an outage. They're probably using some inferior product, not something the quality of a Galileo Let's see. Here we come, guys. Coming back online. Show you that short, guys, which Ortex is estimated has just grown like freaking wildfire, like like a kid in their growth spurt who plays soccer and lacrosse. He's a big kid, but we don't want him playing football. He's gonna get hurt. Ugh. God, you guys suck. I hate you turds. Let your kids, go out and figure out a few things. Let them get hurt a little bit. Let them get a couple of concussions. Kids are soft. Kids are soft, guys. America's going soft. I don't know what's happening, but everybody's afraid of everything. We're all a bunch of pussies. Um, Anyway, guys, so the estimated short interest has gone to 16.27% of the free float. I don't know how accurate this is, guys, but Ortex is telling me in the last 2 days the short's gone absolutely through the roof. But yet the percentage of free float on loan has gone down to 18%. Shares on loan are down to 143 million. Can any of you geniuses out there, where's Klaus? Where is Klaus when I need him? The smartest man on my live stream. He designs life-saving equipment for the aeronautical and I don't know what the hell he does. He designs printed circuit boards, I think. So he's a lot smarter than me, but he could tell you how is the free float down, the shares on loan are way down, but the short interest is spiked from 12 to 16. How are they shorting? Are they shorting in the dark pool? Are they shorting with options? Are they short long? Are they short their own shares? Are they shorting their moms? Are they shorting their wings? What are we shorting here, folks? I'm getting a little bit delirious, guys. I have not eaten. I've been here since very, very early. I had to get up and pull out my garbage cans because I didn't do it last night. And I don't want to pay for the extra service to have those jabronis from the garbage company come up into my yard and pull out the cans for me. Because even though I could probably afford the few extra dollars, I feel like a lazy a-hole turd. Can't I pull out my own garbage cans? What am I, so important here with my few YouTube subscribers that I can't do my own garbage cans? I don't think so, guys. So I got up early. I just punished myself for forgetting last night. I got those cans out. So guys, I was able to prevail in that battle of garbage cans, much like SOFI is going to be able to prevail in the battle against these horrible short sellers. Guys, volume's picking up a little bit here today. This is not what these short, long, freaking scumbag bear turds want to see. We're trading almost 33 million shares. I think as many as we traded all of yesterday. Let's just take an overview. Let's take an overview. Let's just go up to like 30,000 feet. Just, take an overview. I hate office speak, guys. Like, let me just regroup and get back at you. We're going to workshop that. We're going to noodle with it. I like the idea. I just don't think the timing's right. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. In any case, guys, so we had 36 million, 39, 33 the day before, and then 62. Besides that 62 broken arrow, we've been trading between 32, mid 30s. So, guys, it looks like we're going to get at least into like the 40 million plus range today. I know that basically the market makers like to keep volume where they want volume and they control volume with the borrowed shares. If you look last Friday, guys, this is algo stuff. Algo's holding Mondays. You can tell because the volume indicator, these candles down here are extremely consistent. And then Tuesday they start to lose control of the stock. It goes up. Wednesday the algo regains complete control of the stock. These are all perfectly consistent across almost, so it's very, very flat, controlled, algo held volume. And then today, guys, all hell broke loose. It's all over the place. They're desperately trying to kill these options, and they're being very, very successful at that. And the short is going through the roof. The borrowed shares are going through the floor. I don't know what the hell's going on, guys. I'm not smart enough or attractive enough to figure this out. And that's just, that's my cross to bear, guys. That's not your responsibility. That one's on me, guys. So that's one thing I'm not going to blame you turds for that's gone wrong in my life. I got to take some personal responsibility, guys. That's step one. Personal responsibility. And that starts and ends with Danny Deals. We got 56 people here. I don't know what the hell you guys do for a living or how you can watch this drivel, but I appreciate it, guys. Roy, let's, 100 subs soon. I think so, Roy. We've gone up from 2 subscribers to like 900 in just a couple of months. Paul Stevens, this guy's a Supreme Court justice, guys. We have former Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens on our chat. I think we should. I think he's probably dead, but I think we should really count our blessings. And if you guys have any legal questions, let me know, and I'll relay them over to Justice Stevens. But Paul Stevens, seriously, I'm just joking with you there. P.S. I'm not postscript. Paul Stevens. Danny, you're the best on YouTube covering SoFi. I will tell Stock Karen hello. I will send her your greetings and salutations just to let you know she hates that. She thrives on anger and complaints and poor service. So if you send her any well wishes, it's just going to get her in a mood. It's just going to get her in a little bit of a snit. It's like if her cell phone crashes in the middle of an important purchase from the home shopping network. Okay, guys, those candelabras, those don't come up often. And on Easy Pay, 5 easy payments, oh my God, it would be a sin not to buy it. Oh my God. Yeah, but I'll let her know. You said hello and welcome and welcome and hello. Air Force, caught up to you live. Know the scene when came out of hyperspace, going 2 times the speed is slower than your sultry voice. I about passed out in my chair. That's funny, man. You're good. Quadwo team, we hear you. All right. I hear you, Quadwo. What is Quadwo? I can't pronounce any of this stuff. You guys, it's like Bumper Stumpers. If you remember that game show from like the 70s or 80s, I don't know what the hell it was. YouTube names and all this stuff's a lot like Bumper Stumpers. Mr. Sock knows, yes, not here. Is really Stock Karen or is it the other side of Danny? Real quick, yeah, there's no other people, guys. It's all me. Hurricane Lopez, Stock Karen, Danny Deal, the whole crew. Any other psychotic personalities I make up, they're basically stuck inside my head. Dimitri G, a little tough here. Danny, do you have any thoughts on New Bank? Yeah, I talked about New. It's a really good company. I just think it's made a hell of a run, guys. I'm one who believes stocks always tend to pull back. Very few stocks, unless they just developed a cure for cancer like nuclear fusion, they don't just run up, guys. There's always setbacks. There's always bad press. There's always FUD. So I wouldn't have wanted to buy SoFi at 10 the other day, guys. I mean, I wouldn't mind buying some now, but I was buying at 450 and 5, heavily. And so while I believe New is a pretty good stock, sorry guys, getting a quick phone call. While I believe New is a pretty good stock, I'm not going to buy it at this level. I would personally wait for a pullback or buy something else. I think that just hasn't made such a big run of late. But I think it's a really good company. Their management is good and definitely one to track. And if you see a pullback on some FUD, some short FUD trash like we got today from JP Morgan, definitely I would consider buying New. I think Latin America is a huge growth market and, I would definitely consider New. Might do a video on it just to because I do get a lot of questions on it and a lot of people are interested. So thanks, Chris. SoFi has higher quality. Yeah, so of course, guys, Latin America. I mean, it's just a completely different market. It's the SoFi and New are though they're in kind of the same sector. Um, the risk on New is, I mean, think about the regulatory risks. The government. I mean, in Latin America, guys. Governments can seize things, they do all sorts of things. I mean, at least in the United States, of course, the government can do what they do, but at least you can go to court. You have sort of more stable governments and things like that. So, and then in Latin America, you get these periods of hyperinflation, all sorts of things happen. So, it's anytime you have huge growth, huge opportunity, you have also higher risks. High reward comes with high risk, guys. Anybody who tells you otherwise is just lying to you. Reminds me of Harry Carey, the old Cubs announcer. He's like, Steve Stone. They were talking about, they were I was watching the Cubs game. He's just telling you, like, Steve, they're telling these kids, they're lying to the kids. I don't like it. He's like, they tell the kids you can have just as much fun without drinking as you can. He's like, but Harry Carey without a Budweiser, that's just not me. They're lying to the kids. And Steve's like, okay. Moving on. But Harry Carey could get away with anything. Like, dude, the guy was just pissed drunk in the booth singing. But it was good fun, guys, out at Wrigley. In any case, guys, Dimitri, I'm not sure they could produce through. Yes, exactly. I agree with you, Dimitri. Like, I'm not going to get too in depth into New, but I'll definitely do a video on it. And because again, a lot of people are interested. But I think you're just buying in after a huge spurt, and I think I would personally wait for a pullback. That's my opinion on new. But guys, the SoFi stock is sitting at $8.68. Looks to be coming back just a little bit, down 2% on the day. I think it's going to push back up toward the close. Let me just say, oh God, where's the stock going to close today? My guess is I got lucky once, and I've been wrong like 400 times in a row. But it's definitely going to close, I think, under 9. But I would say right around the previous close. I'd say it's going to push back up here to that, 887, 888 level, and close there. And we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks a lot. Let me give you a check of the live short interest. I know there's a hell of a lot of shares returned today, but with short interest going way, way up. So I don't know, guys. If any of you can explain that to me, they're returning 9.5 million, borrowing only 300,000. So 9 million shares returned, yet live short interest is at 16%. Just doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense to me, guys. But I don't understand market mechanics and all of the mechanics of how, shorts and the dark pool work and options. I get the basics of it, but I can't see on day to day how all of this data sort of fits together. I'm usually able to kind of piece it together post mortem, but there's just so many moving parts. I know, some of the talking heads will tell you how all this works, but basically, I feel like the stock got attacked exactly 11 a.m. by the algos, and been attacking it ever since. I think people still want to buy the stock. I think people really realize the stock is worth more than this. There's just an analysis I saw that was quite intelligent. It put it at 1175. I'm at 1375 for my target price once net profit is reached. I call it my 1 year price, but I think we're going to reach net profit significantly before that. And I think when we do, this is a $13.75 company all day long and twice on Sunday. Guys, really appreciate all of you. Let's just take a quick look. Is it live data? Yeah, it's not like live, but I mean it's as live as you can get. Like Ortex is absolutely the best in the business with data. They're sourcing from everywhere. So this usually updates like every hour, something like that. But yeah, thanks Anthony. Thanks for watching, Dimitri, Air Force, Salk Nose, all you guys. Really appreciate you. Thanks for coming in today, Roy. No, not Miss Cookies. If I missed anybody, sorry about that. Harry Toe, of course. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Harry Toe. Shanus, SoFi stock price 2030. Guys, wow, that's a tough one. Just off the top of my head, I would say, probably somewhere $62, guy. I don't know, guy. I have a chart with all this. I'll show you guys my actual estimates. I can't remember right now exactly where I think it'll be at 2030. But guys, it's a fool's errand really I think it'll be good growing way, way up from here, but it's extremely difficult, even for someone as brilliant and handsome as myself, with just, 2 or 3 brain cells still firing as I approach my midlife crisis. I don't know where it's going to be in, 2030, guys. I would say way, way, way higher, multiples higher than it is now. Whether it's 3x, 5x, 10x, it's very, very hard to say. There's just too many variables for me to go out 7 years. But, I think the company is on course to become a big, big powerhouse in the financial sector by that time. So, guys, Mrs. Cookies. Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate you watching my channel and what got you interested in SoFi and all that. Have a wonderful weekend. You as well, Harry Toe. Thanks a lot. New IPO was 7. Ooh, I got it on it then. God, this guy's on the ball. What's this guy doing? Flying around in jets, making deals on his BlackBerry? Woo! Man, I wish I had that kind of, that kind of action, that kind of ganas, a desire. If you've seen Stand and Deliver, Edward James Olmos. Oh, that comb over, those glasses. He looked like, what's called coolest? And then, of course, you had, what's his name? Lou Diamond Phillips comes in with like his hairnet, his greaser. And, hey, what's called coolest? It's funny. Good stuff, guys. C-Bar, thanks, DD. I'm late to the party today, looking for the re-entry point, sold at 949, finger on the trigger. Yeah, it's a nice trade, man. Just, or a woman. I'm not sure. I can't remember if C-Bar is a man or a woman. But in any case, sir, ma'am, I would watch out. I think this thing can move. It's not based on this student loan Supreme Court decision. It's based on when a big institution, something will flip, guys. This huge short going on the stock for this Supreme Court decision. I don't know, guys. I don't see it. Like $10,000 forgiveness to Pell Grant recipients. Even Reginald Smith, he's like, SoFi serves a tiny percentage of student loan borrowers with their refi pool, and those borrowers have high incomes and great jobs. So he's like, they just play both sides, guys. They're like, the student loan thing, the forgiveness is going to kill SoFi. The student loans aren't good for SoFi, but on the other hand, they shouldn't even make student loans because they're not as profitable as personal loans, but they shouldn't make personal loans because personal loans are too risky. Guys, it's all a bunch of FUD and bullshit. But so is life. Any chance we can see a sell on the news this Friday? Of course, it's SoFi. You can always sell the news, anything good or bad. A great earnings report can be turned into FUD and sell the stock off from 650 to 450 on top and bottom line beats and guidance raise, guys. So anything can happen, burnt games. I've been burnt before, and I'll probably be burnt again. I've been burnt like toast, Elvis Toast Patterson. I've been burnt alive. I've been burnt. I've been mistreated. I've been held down. And guys, there is no justice. And until there is some justice, there will be absolutely no peace in my mind. And I'm going to keep pumping the SoFi stock. Guys, thanks for watching. It's Thursday. Topper time check is 11:26 a.m. out here in Los Angeles, Thursday, June 29, 2023. Guys, you guys have a great night. I might make another video later. I might not. It depends if I have time. Got a ton of work to do, and I'm going to get back to that. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. It's Danny Deals. It's Poco Mas. It's Hurricane Lopez. It's Stock Karen. Oh my God, is it Stock Karen? God, I can't stand it. I want to speak to your manager. Where the hell is he? Oh, you're the manager? Oh, fuck me.